Well, now exactly what is the problem?
Where do I start? I'm going to have to sit. Okay, you know how we're redoing the kitchen? You know, the kitchen that Bill didn't want to do. So they take out everything, all the cabinets in the kitchen yesterday, and they find mold in the wall behind, well, it was on the wall where the sink is, but it was a little bit further down than the sink. And they also found evidence of some old termites. Okay, so all the sheetrock and stuff is up. Okay, so there was no, it wasn't wet, so it was like old water damage. Okay, well, what happened this morning? We get, what, 3 inches of rain. So the contractor comes, and what does he find? He finds the area like around where the mold was in the wall, the floor is now wet. So there is a crack in the slab. But let me backtrack. That area where the refrigerator was is next to the door that goes to the garage. And whenever it rained hard, we noticed a little area in the garage that got wet. And it's been like that for a few years. And it was pointed out to Bill McKinney. But as usual, he ignored it. Like everything else, like the master bathroom shower, I told him the wall, that it was leaking, the wall was wet. It took him 1 year or over to finally be convinced of it. And when they opened up the shower, oh, lo and behold, that was mold because something was leaking. Didn't believe me. Okay. So anyway, so.
Remember the mushroom?
Oh yeah, there was a mushroom growing in the bathroom at that time. There you go. So anyway, so getting back to the kitchen. So now we can't put new cabinets down right there until we investigate what's going on. So of course, Gertrude has to take matters in hand. So I called the foundation company this morning. Okay, so we explained the problem, and the foundation company said it's fairly common, but it's not really a foundation issue. It's going to be a drainage issue. So I had to call a drainage company, which is coming out tomorrow. We have a sloped roof. We have no gutters because we have a lot of trees here. So when it rains, the stuff is the rain is just coming down and going up under the slab and under the spot, you know, where there's a crack is where it's wet. So now we have to wait and see what that solution is going to be. Oh, and to get back with that too, we also have some areas of the yard that stay wet. I'm talking about when it rains, it will just stay wet. And I had mentioned to Bill several months ago, I've been reading about French drains and stuff. Oh no, we don't need nothing like that. No, we don't need that.
Stupid.
So I'm waiting to see what the drainage people are going to be saying tomorrow, because you know, Bill, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But you got to wait until it's really broke before you have to fix it. So then now we also have an issue. The bathtub upstairs looks disgusting. It's the original bathtub, and I keep telling Bill I think it's leaking because if you come downstairs in the ceiling, there's a couple of like dried spots. It's not, I don't see anything wet, but it's like dried spots. So I keep telling him I think the bathtub is leaking. So I guess Bill might want to wait until the tub actually falls through the ceiling before we do anything about that.
So back to the garage.
Yes.
The little puddle in the garage was probably, I don't know, a good 5 inches lower. The garage floor is 5 inches lower than the slab that the kitchen and the den are on.
You'd be surprised because that floor that was in the kitchen was kind of thick.
Yeah. So how is it possible that seeing a puddle in the garage
would
lead to thinking that the floor behind the cabinets in the kitchen, which is several inches higher, would be wet?
Well, I would have thought about it because it's kind of like in the same corner, you know. But anyway,
I think there's a different.
The floor and even the wet part.
I think no matter what goes wrong, it's always Bill's fault.
No, the wet part in the garage still should have been investigated anyway. That shouldn't have been ignored. That should have been investigated. Maybe if that would have been investigated, we could have found out the problem. But had we not opened up the kitchen cabinets, we might have died from intoxication from the mold up in here because the mold probably would have come all the way up the wall.
Yeah, so there you go. But it was getting fixed now, thanks to you.
Thanks to Gertrude, it is getting fixed.
You did a good job.
So, but Bill just has a habit of not listening to anything that I say. I know what I'm talking about, and he just dismisses it until it actually becomes an actual problem. So now we're sitting here without a kitchen, you know, and this might delay the kitchen.
There's no way to know that the wall is
so because Bill would not take care of the issue with the garage, like I'm saying, this could have been found a few years, you know, a while back. And then Bill, I know Bill has seen the water puddling up in the area outside the foundation of the house, and I, you know, he wasn't doing nothing about that.
No, I've been filling that in with dirt.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's your answer.
Not the garage, but that's out in the
That's
garage.
your answer.
That's
to
been working
fill
pretty well.
everything in with dirt. That's the answer.
By the way, where are my Oreos?
There are no Oreos because you ate them all.
No, they're not. You confiscated them yesterday from Willy's Coffee and Snack Bar.
There's one left, Katie told me, on that table in there. I do not know. I will go to the grocery when everybody leaves for the day.
All right. Say bye-bye.
Goodbye.